Now going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Hertz EV losses pile up. Now this comes to us thanks to TeslaRD.com. And this comes after the CEO was recently fired from Hertz after they purchased, 100,000 Teslas last year, which at the time actually increased their stock price and got a lot of headlines. A lot of the electric fanboys love that, talking about mass adoption of it, and then, yeah, it didn't work out so well. Now, again, this comes to us thanks to a specific writer by the name of Joy Klendler at TeslaRE.com. They say, quote, Hertz continues to feel the EV losses, plans to dump more from its fleet. Hertz reported its earnings for the first quarter of 2024, announcing that it is continuing to lose money on its electric vehicle investment and plans to dump even more of the EVs from the fleet. Hertz said it increased the number of EVs it would let go by 10,000 units, now planning to sell 30,000 of its purchased EVs this year. In January, it said it would get rid of 20,000 units after it felt $245 million of incremental net depreciation of the value of the EV fleet. That's another reason I don't like EVs. They depreciate like a rock, or Mercedes. It's kind of like one of the reasons I like my little Honda Civic Si. It's got 3 pedals, as every car should have by default, and good old 4 cylinders of glory, which for the Honda Civic Si, it's pretty good. Got a little turbo in there. Not going to pass much on a straight line, but still exhilarating around the corners. Now, you also know that the losses continued in Q1. Hertz said it incurred a $195 million charge to vehicle depreciation to write down the EVs held for sale. However, the vehicle depreciation as a whole increased by $588 million, or $339 on a per unit basis. 119 of the 339 was related to EVs held for sale. Again, they also know that back in October 2021, Hertz said it intended to buy $4.2 billion in Tesla EVs from the company. Yeah. And again, at the time, EVs were all the fad. Everyone loved them. They thought they were going to change the world, and not so much. But yeah, putting so much money into a newer technology that, again, is not convenient for the consumer. You got to worry about recharging it, which, again, that might be fixed in our lifetime. I'm not saying it's not out of the realm of possibility. Technology certainly moves quite quick. But yeah, to put so much investments into EVs and not having a good outlook or good plan, and especially, again, EVs, like smartphones, you're kind of locked in. You can't have your mom and pop mechanic work on your car or your smartphone for that matter. That's yet another reason why the maintenance is also going to be increased as well. So it'll be interesting to see if more of these automotive companies and rental fleets actually kind of follow suit and decrease their investments in EVs. I suspect so. But nevertheless, EV continuing to hurt Hertz. That is, ironic, as interesting enough, hurting the company. Pun. Awkward pun, obviously intended. But at the end of the day, Hertz having the EVs losses pile up, that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.